Gene Green, who's announced that he is not going to seek another term when his current term is up in 2018. And we're talking before we started, and you're talking about all the things that go on, and your life has been about public service. How many years? When you talk about Congress and state, we're almost 46 years it'll be.
Yeah.
How are you going to, what are you going to do with your life when you're not in Congress? Have you started to, I know your wife has probably had some ideas.
Oh yeah, and she's been asking me for a number of years to clean out the garage. And I explained to her that will only take if I really wanted to, but I've been holding that off too. But it'll give us more time to be together. Now, you know, for my first 15 years, she was teaching school and taking care of her mom. But the last few terms, she's come up with me, and it's made it much nicer. I might have not have served this long if I hadn't had my wife with me, because we've been partners. Like I said, we started liking each other in the 8th grade. I asked her to go steady in the 10th, and then we got married in 1970. So, you know, when you have somebody that's your partner, you miss them, and I'm glad she's been with me the last few years.
Well, it sounds like you're going to have no problem getting adjusted to having more time with her. That's going to be a good deal for you. You've got a lot of hard things to do, though, in the meantime, including getting this country together on a lot of issues. What's the biggest challenge right now? We also have Korea that's there. Your concerns internationally and domestically, what are your biggest concerns?
Well, internationally, and I hope this last trip, even though people are saying the trip the president took to Asia was not that successful, but hopefully he made relationships that he could work with, whether it be China, Japan is a longtime ally, the Philippines, which is unusual because the president is there is unusual. But so internationally, I think North Korea is probably our biggest threat. And hopefully because he was there and a number of countries are aligned with us now, that will help. Domestically, you know, the tax bill that passed the House this week, the Senate will see what they're going to do with it. But my issue is health care. And we've seen the Affordable Care Act not be as successful, and it's being hurt. The president's threatened to take the subsidies away from the folks who need help paying for their insurance premium under the exchange. Again, like in Texas, we didn't expand Medicaid. The state legislature didn't, whereas Louisiana did, Arkansas did, New Mexico, and a lot of people in Texas, we have federal funds ready to pay for health care in Texas if the state of Texas would say yes.
This process is going to continue. In the meantime, everything stays, battle lines drawn. A lot of people are looking toward the 2018 elections. Do you see that as a tipping point for what may be a change in having something being done? Because right now, everybody's got their sides drawn and nobody's doing anything. It's nothing's happening. Well,
that's what elections are for. And in 2018, it looks good now if you're a Democrat, but things can change pretty quickly. If President Trump changes some of his styles, maybe it would get better. But we'll just have to wait and see. In the House and Senate, or the House, I have a number of Republicans who come to me and say, we worked together on these issues over the last 20 years, and I'm sorry you're leaving because I don't know who I will work with now.
Southeast Texas as a delegation, you've been working on flood issues.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, how high of a priority is that?
Oh, that for all 10 of us. We have 10 members of Congress in the Upper Texas Coast, 3 Democrats, 7 Republicans, and we've been working literally all together. And because all our constituents, whether you're Democrat or Republican, you were flooded. We have the issues with FEMA providing assistance, the flood insurance. In my area, flood insurance is a luxury because it's not a wealthy area, and in some cases, because they're close to the bios, your premiums could be thousands of dollars a year, and people don't have that kind of money. They're just making sure they can pay their rent or their house note and keep regular insurance. So we still have a lot of challenges, but hopefully by the end of next year, and we're doing a lot of casework in our office. If people don't like FEMA, then they call us, and I hope they'll keep doing it.
Well, I hope that you continue to find success in that area as you will through the rest of your term here. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you again.
You've been a great friend throughout this process, and I look forward to being able to see you sitting out by the dock of the bay down the road.
Otis Redding, great song.
You know that.
I know that.
1970 was a good year.
Yeah, good year.
All right, thank you, Congressman. Thank you.